So within every single Android phone, there are tons and tons of applications that I would always probably recommend deleting. But I will tell you, within a stock Android phone, there's not really a whole lot of apps that I recommend, removing. But within a Samsung Galaxy, there are some that can be, kind of all over the place. I would recommend if you have any sort of Samsung Galaxy, whichever Samsung apps you're not using, there's a lot of overlapping ones that are between Samsung Galaxy phones and Google, applications. I'd recommend finding the ones you actually like and deleting the ones, or at least force stopping the ones you're no longer using. That way you're saving a little bit of storage. Now, for every Android phone out there, the thing and the easiest way to go ahead and remove your apps, or the easiest way to tell which apps you should remove from your phone, is to actually make your way over to your settings of your Android phone and click on your storage options. Now, when you come here, you'll come into this little panel. The most important thing I could ever tell anybody ever is to just keep an eye on the storage on your device. So you can see for me right here, I basically have my storage options. So I can see a list of basically all the applications that are taking up the most amount of storage. So if I click on games, you can see that it will show me a massive list of games and applications that I'm no longer basically using. So, or that I'm using that maybe I don't use anymore. So what I'd recommend doing for every single user out there is to actually just go ahead and make your way into these specific panels and just go ahead and find the games and applications you're no longer using. So let's just say, for example, I love this phone, right? And I use, Genshin Impact a lot and all these ones, but I'm no longer using Citra. Like, I just don't use Citra anymore. There's no reason for me to have this game on my, on my phone anymore. But what I can do is I can just go ahead and find this specific game. I can just clear storage. It'll delete the app data from me, but I can also just go ahead and uninstall this application if I want to. So just find this app, hold it down, figure out how to uninstall it. I don't even know if I can uninstall it. So right here, I click on install. And I would recommend going through those specific panels and just go ahead and find the applications I'm no longer using and delete those. This is the best way to save up as much storage as possible. And I would do the same thing for my, I guess I can't do it in the system, but for my applications right here, I would just recommend doing the exact same thing. Find the applications I'm no longer using. In this case, we can take a look at TikTok. Let's say I don't use TikTok anymore. Well, there's no point in having this phone in my, having this application in my phone anymore. I can tap on that icon right there. I can go ahead and uninstall this app. And that's another big, massive thing I'd recommend, everyone kind of doing. It's a very, very important thing. But also with a lot of these other things like pixel tips. I don't think the average person out there needs to even handle pixel tips anymore. So you could just go ahead and force stop this application, and you can disable this specific application too. And that's going to save not necessarily a lot of storage, but it's going to save a little bit of storage here and there from this device. And I don't know why it had so much storage in the first place taken up. Same as that thing with Facebook. If I don't want Facebook on anymore, this is another application I'd recommend removing. Just tap on this app right here, click uninstall, and just uninstall the Facebook application if you no longer need it. It's another big one I'd recommend removing. And all these other ones like Maps and I guess even Threads and all these other ones, it's kind of up to you which ones you want to keep. I wouldn't recommend force stopping or removing any of the ones that are needed. Things like anything that says like Google services or Android, like Android thing or Google thing, I would probably recommend just keeping on. I would not recommend removing at all. But those are pretty much the things I would recommend getting used to. Just going through, removing those types of applications and trying to save up as much storage from the apps and games that you're no longer using. From my experience, that's been the best thing I've been able to do. And even with this phone, like I don't really use this phone every day. I'm still taking up a lot of storage that I don't need to. So I'd probably go through and recommend just deleting stuff that you're no longer using. And that can honestly help save a lot of storage on your device right there too. So that's pretty much how it's done. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.